Hi Capricorns, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. Let's see what's coming towards you. This is a general love reading. So if you found this reading, there's probably a message here for you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for my Capricorns today? What is it that you want us to know? Loving energy that's around us, coming towards us, things to think about. I am listening for you now. I have retreat, taking some time alone, okay? Surprising you, okay? A little bit of an after break. I have a stalemate. And I feel trapped. I feel like I am holding on to feelings and waiting for somebody to decide that they want to be in a relationship. And maybe I've just kind of given them the cold shoulder recently. We might not even necessarily be in a relationship. So I'm not feeling no contact as much as when you decide what you want, let me know. Okay. So it feels more along those lines. Like, I'm not really looking for casual. I'm not really looking for, let's just hang out and see where it goes. So maybe that's what was presented to you. I'm craving you. Yeah. Maybe it was you were seduced, a separation, messages. I do feel like I pushed this energy away because I just feel like they weren't going to give me what I needed. And I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm not available to be with someone else. They're going to tie up my energy. They're going to tie up my time. So unless they want to be all in, I'm going to say, I'm unbothered. Yeah. I mean, I feel like somebody wasn't giving you what you wanted or what you're looking for. I'm going to ask Spirit, is there going to be a change of events here, Spirit? Change of events. I have communication. I have a feeling that the pushing this person away is helped. Okay. I feel like you saying, when you decide what you want, let me know, because I'm not really interested in casual. I'm just going to say, like a change of events, a turning point that gave this person a chance to think about, you're right. I mean, how could I present to somebody that, I only want to, see where it goes. And, basically I'm telling somebody I want to just keep my options open. That's not fair. It's not right. So if this person has any kind of moral values, they probably had a chance to think about it and said, you deserve more. You deserve somebody who either wants to be in a relationship or doesn't. You could be the one that's going to get away, and they could be giving that some thought. They've put a lot of boundaries around themselves, Spirit saying they've put a lot of walls around themselves. So part of me feels like you are breaking through a wall by not giving them what they want and not giving them what others would. Okay. Meaning just sleep with you or casual, something like that. Like you're not giving them what, you're not just giving it away. You're breaking down their walls, and that probably surprises them. Sometimes when you don't get what you want, it's like a little kid. You got to wait. You got to wait until your birthday for your present, right? You got to wait till Christmas morning to see what Santa brings. So the anticipation is much greater. The sense of, well, what's going to be on the other side of this wall, because you are acting differently than anybody else. Everybody else just says that's fine, you know, and then they kind of hope this person will flip or change their mind, and you know, they get what they want and then they move on to the next one, you know. So you're not playing that game with them, and I feel like they're not used to it. They're probably not used to it. They're probably used to getting what they want, and to have somebody say no to them is probably shocking. So good for you. You know, your boundaries, your morals, your values. You're not going to give it away. It's not. You don't need it. I have a 10 of Swords. I have a 6 of Swords. I'm moving on. You said no, and they didn't like it. That's what's going on. That you stood up for yourself, because they're not offering you what is needed, and they didn't like that. They didn't like that somebody said no to them. Nobody's ever said no to them. They usually probably get what they want, like I said. So you're the one person who you're the challenge. You're the challenge. I have an Ace of Wands and Strength. Yeah, it feels like I'm going to put even more effort into trying to seduce you. So, but don't let it happen. You know, this person could be a player. This person could be somebody who's just very good at seducing people. So, but they do not like that you said no. That's really interesting. I have a 3 of Wands. What's best for your future self and your higher self? 7 of Cups. King of Wands. And a 7 of Pentacles. It's interesting because even though you're really attracted to this person, and this person is probably a great catch, and you would be interested in them if they wanted more, it's you saying, hey, guess what? Guess what, buddy? You're not the only fish in the sea, is basically what you're saying to them. You're saying, you know, you think that you can have anybody, go for it, okay? But so can I. And I can also have somebody that respects me and wants to build a future with me and wants to have more. If that's something that you want, then we'll talk and we'll start. But you saying to me, I'm not really interested in labels or a relationship right from the beginning, and you say, well, I'm not interested in that, and you walked away, I think you shocked this person. I really do. So they don't want to be that you have other options. They want you to see them as, this is, you know, I'm the only one. So it's interesting because they don't like no. I have an 8 of Wands. This person could change their mind. They could be giving a lot of thought to how unfair what they were saying to you was. And they don't blame you. Who would sign up for, you know, casual? Who would? Other than somebody who, you know, it's better than nothing, or it's better than being alone. You know, no. I mean, it's, you know, it's the friends with benefits. It's hurtful. It's not, it just never works. It really doesn't. Spirit, please share with me. I have an element of spirit, timeless, life force, source energy, allow, trust. I trust in divine timing. You're not the only fish in the sea, okay? So the people that you say no to makes you powerful, doesn't it? It makes you feel like I get to decide if I want you in my life. It's not about, oh, great, somebody wants me. No, what if they're not good enough for you? So just because they want you doesn't mean that they're good for you. They're not the only person. I have a Pisces energy, my faith, my values, my morals. I deserve more. I'm not interested in being with a player. I'm not interested in being one of many. So I do feel like you stood up to yourself, and this person really is not happy. I will say that. I have a Virgo energy, your humble servant. little bit more of a, I want to be there for you energy, or I want somebody who we help each other. Okay, that we're there for each other. You're not asking for a lot. You're asking for a partner, a life partner. I have a Cancer energy. This is coming into me. I have other responsibilities that are connected to me, not just me. So you coming into my life affects other people. It affects my children. So it could affect my home. It could affect where I put my time. So I have to make a big decision. And if you don't want to be in a real relationship and build upon something, why would I put my children at risk? So this person is, they're going through boot camp, spirit saying, and they don't like it. They've never had somebody put them in boot camp before. They probably really, really like you, are really attracted to you. Really just thought it would be easy because it's always been easy for them to hit on somebody and seduce somebody. And not commit. And then now all of a sudden somebody's saying no, and they are just beside themselves. I have a Leo energy, a king and a queen. You're a challenge. Okay. You either are the person that they've met their match. You are now a challenge to them. You're able to break down their walls to help them see the truth to what they're doing. You're calling them out on it. You just can't be bothered. Spirit just said, they really have met their match. Good for you, Capricorn. You know, sometimes we just have to stand up for ourselves. You know, it's just, there's more fish in the sea. Harmony, being in tune with each other and getting along. I want somebody that we're a team, we're in tune, symphony, right? We sing the same song, empowered love, harness your strength and love with confidence. You are ready to put your all into a relationship. And the least that you can have on the other side is that they're putting their all into a relationship. Not just I can take it or leave it at any time. So when they approach this connection as I'm really not looking for anything because I had something before and I got hurt and, you know, bullshit. Okay. Then go find your casual flings with other people. Okay. You need to be able to say to somebody, I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for that. If I put my all into a relationship with my heart and my soul, my strength, my energy, my time, I expect the same in return. And when somebody doesn't agree with that, then you know that you've got somebody who's just out to use you. Nurturing growth, attending to your bond with love and patience. This person, I feel like, is backpedaling big time. Okay. They see something in you that maybe they haven't ever seen. I see my Empress. I see my Queen. I see somebody who's loving and caring and self-respecting. And that is probably the reason why they're kind of kicking themselves right now. Like, I really blew this. So you've got, sometimes no is powerful. And I feel like this is the time. Okay. If this person is real and meant to be in your life, they're going to come back with a totally different answer as far as, you're right, I need to be all in or it's not fair to you. And I've made a decision, you know, I either want to be exclusive. I don't want to see anybody else. I want to give this a real chance. I want to see where it goes, choosing wisely. Yeah, that's what this reading's all about. Consider long-term issues before you commit. Wait, compromise, trust. So you are choosing even before you start something in this connection, and they didn't like that. Okay. You told them right up front that basically you're not good enough for me. And they've never had anybody tell them that. And then you turned right around and said, hey, buddy, you know, you're not the only fish in the sea, and I deserve more. So now they've had a chance to think about it. Now they've had a chance to think, you're right. This type of person, you, meaning you, does deserve more. They deserve more respect, you know, than just me trying to hit on them and sleep with them on the first date. So I feel like the tides will turn with this particular person, and they could really fall for you only because nobody else has ever done this to them. Nobody has ever stood up to them. Nobody has ever said no to them like this. And I think that that's the difference. They're going to see the value in you. They're going to see this high value. And maybe they're a great person. Maybe they are amazing and they're wonderful, but they've been playing games with a lot of different people. So I'm going to say this was or is a player. Okay. And I feel like you're calling them out on it. And maybe they're tired of being a player. Maybe they're going to say, you're right. It's shallow. It's empty. It has no meaning. I want more. And maybe you're able to show them or break down their walls that relationships can be more. I have an intuitive bond. Strengthen your intuitive bond by being attuned to each other's needs. Pay attention to nonverbal cues, trust your instincts, and respond with care and understanding. Now, if you feel like there's something really going on between the two of you, or they're feeling like there's really something here, those feelings won't go away. Those feelings will kind of linger until the answers come to both of you. And this person could have some kind of epiphany, an awakening that, you know, life is short, or there really is only a handful of people that come along in your lifetime that are true love, and they may start to see you that way. So I feel like you're opening their eyes to a whole new world. I really do. I hope they take it. I hope that this is a turning point in their life. A soulful embrace. Embrace your partner with heartfelt affection. Spend quality time together, listen actively, and show appreciation through small gestures. Cooking a favorite meal, writing a long love note. Small gestures. I want a simple life with you. Okay, I'm not looking for the games people play. I'm not looking for back and forth. I'm not looking for one of many. So you set the rules, you set the boundaries, and I feel like you also broke down the wall. They always had a wall around themselves, so that was their way of saying, I don't let people in, or I don't have long-term relationships because I have a hard time communicating, or all their bullshit excuses. So right now I feel like it's like you got their number so bad, and they just know it. You are under their skin, Spirit's saying. A nurturing love. Show nurturing love by being attentive to your partner's needs. Offer emotional support. Lend a helping hand. Create a safe space for vulnerability. I feel like you just saying, hey, I'm really not interested in what you're offering, but if you change your mind, I would be interested. I think like that was just enough for them to go, wow, this is different this time. You're different this time. You know, no is powerful. Okay. Saying no to this person changes everything. And, you know, it's the old, if you give it away, they don't have to work very hard at it. And then they're challenged by, you're not just giving it away. You know, you said no to me. Wow. Okay. You've got somebody who, they could be on the fence with really changing how they look at relationships, how they look at love, how they treat people. You're just not going to settle for anything less than, you know, 100% respect and equalness. So they really are backed into a corner that if they want you, that's what they're going to have to give. So let's put this one out into the universe. I don't know if I've ever had a reading where Spirit gave me this very strong lesson of saying no. Saying no is your superpower. And it really works for you this time. Okay, there's something about it that for whatever reason, in this case, it's like the way that you push them away is the reason that they want you. They want you for the right reasons. So let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to figure this out for both of you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other channels. I'll put the links in the description below.